In this video, we will derive the sum of n terms of a geometric progression and also sum of infinite terms of a geometric progression. The general form of a geometric progression is AR, AR square, AR cube, AR to the power 4, and like this the nth term is AR to the power n minus 1. So this is how a GP looks like, or the general form of a GP. Let us find the sum of n number of terms that form a geometric progression. For that purpose, let us follow a format. So let S subscript n represent sum of the terms that are in geometric progression. So because we are finding sum of n terms, the general form here you can see, instead of commas I will be putting plus symbol. So A plus AR plus AR square plus AR cube AR to the power 4, and the process continues with nth term as AR to the power n minus 1. So this is how a GP looks like, and since we are finding their sum, instead of commas we have placed a plus symbol. Now I will rewrite the same once again, and this time I'm just repeating this, and then I'll follow a common format. So once again, I'm writing A plus AR plus AR square plus AR cube plus AR to the power 4, and the last term is AR to the power n minus 1. Now what we do is, throughout the first line of terms, let us multiply R. So I'm multiplying R to both the sides. As a result, the first term, which was A, now it becomes AR. The second term becomes AR square. The third term becomes AR cube. The fourth term becomes AR to the power 4. The fifth term becomes AR to the power 5. And the last term, if I multiply R here, AR to the power n minus 1 into R. R means R to the power 1. So R is the common base. So exponents add up. So the last term will become A R to the power n. So this is the procedure of finding the sum of n terms which form a geometric progression. Now let us subtract these two equations vertically. So I'm drawing a demarcation, and we will subtract. So for subtracting the existing, the second equations, symbols will be changed, because we are subtracting first equation minus second equation. As a result, the left hand side appears as a R times S subscript n minus Sn. So left side is this, and right side there will be a series of cancellations. Just see, this plus AR cancels with a minus AR, plus AR square cancels with a minus AR square, plus AR cube cancels with minus AR cube, AR to the power 4 also cancels. Similarly, AR to the power 5 will cancel, and there will be a term with which minus AR to the power n minus 1 will cancel. And in the right side, we will be left with the last term of first equation and the first term of the second equation. So right side we will have A R to the power n minus A, and let us write this in proper way. Left side, if I take S subscript n, S subscript n represents the sum of n terms that form a geometric progression. So S subscript n is the sum of first n terms of a geometric progression, not any n terms, it is from the beginning. And A represents the first term, small letter r represents the common ratio. Common ratio is the second term divided by first term, or next term divided by the previous term. And n is the exponent of the common ratio. So these are the alphabets that we are using. And in left side we have, if I take Sn common, we have r minus 1. And in the right side, if I take a common, in the bracket I will have r to the power n minus 1. So ultimately, sum of n terms that form a GP or geometric progression will be A times r to the power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. So this is the mathematical expression for sum of n terms that form a GP. But what is very interesting about this formula is, this is formula for sum of n terms of a finite GP. So this is mathematical expression for sum of first n terms. First n terms of a finite geometric progression. And what is the meaning of a finite geometric progression? That means that this progression will have a finite number of terms. Now let us say derive the expression for sum of infinite terms of a GP. So there are two ways of doing it. I just show an easy way here. Since Sn is the sum of n terms, first n terms of a geometric progression is a r to the power n minus 1 by r minus 1. So, right. So this formula will be used when common ratio is greater than 1. Uh, Either this formula is used for sum of n terms of a GP. If not, we can write sum of n terms of a GP as a times a 1 minus r to the power n by 1 minus r. The second formula is if r, common ratio, is less than 1. Then how to derive the sum of n terms that form a GP, infinite number of terms. So if infinite number of terms, then n will become infinite. And then how does the second expression look like? Sn is a 1 minus r to the power infinite by 1 minus r. See, r is the common ratio. So ratio, say for example, r is 1 by 2. 1 by 2, say for example, it is 0.5. 0.5, if it is squared, we get 0.25. That is, the number becomes small. So like that, if a decimal number is raised to the power a big number, say infinite, then ultimately the value of this decimal number becomes a negligible. So r to the power infinite is a negligible number. So sum of, that means n when it becomes infinite, sum of infinite terms will be a times a 1 minus negligible. So 1 minus something negligible is 1. So it is a by 1 minus r. So this is a way of finding sum of infinite terms of a GP. If not, I just spend a lowest possible time to tell how to derive it. Just watch this. We have sum of n terms of a GP. So we are deriving sum of infinite terms of a geometric progression. Okay, so this is one formula which I told in a shortcut way we can think in that direction. So let me derive it. So sum of n terms of a GP is a plus ar plus ar square plus ar cube, and the process continues with the last term ar to the power n minus 1. And let me rewrite this sum of n terms of, sum of first n terms in fact, of a GP as a plus ar plus ar square plus AR cube, and the process continues, AR to the power n minus 1. And once again, what I'll do is throughout the second equation, I will multiply R. So R is multiplied. So the first term becomes AR, second term becomes AR square, third term becomes AR cube, fourth term becomes AR to the power 4, and the last term becomes A R to the power n when we multiply R. Why? Because it was earlier A R to the power n minus 1. Now we have multiplied R. R means R to the power 1. So this becomes A times R to the power. If product is there and bases are same, exponents add up. So n minus 1 plus 1 means r to the power n. This is what is left. So last term becomes a r to the power n. So a r to the power n. And then I draw a demarcation line, and just like the previous way, I'm going to subtract. So subtracting means existing symbols of the second equation will change. And now you see we have a bundle of, okay, now infinite terms. So here, instead of having any last term, I'll just write plus and it goes to infinite. So we don't have a last term at all. Why? Because we are finding sum of infinite number of terms. Now watch, minus AR plus AR cancels. Minus AR square plus AR square, minus AR cube plus AR cube, like this. So we have plenty of cancellation. And you can make out that like this the cancellation proceeds, and almost every term until the end cancels off. As a result, we have in the left side sum of n terms minus r times sum of n terms, which is equal to, in the right side, we have only the first term, that is the a. And let us take some highest common factor in left side. We have Sn, which is 1 minus r in the bracket, which is a. So ultimately, sum of n terms is a divided by 1 minus r. So this is the formula for sum of n terms of an not sum of n terms, sum of infinite number of terms of a GP. So here number of terms is infinite. So I will write the formula as sum of infinite number of terms of a GP or geometric progression is A divided by 1 minus R. So we can find sum of n terms of a finite as well as infinite geometric progression.